This is Olivia. I'm the founder of the Academy of Botanical Art, sharing art tips with you today from our program, 10 Steps, a course in botanical art and illustration. Today's tip, the river and bubble techniques. So today we're going to take a look at the river technique, which is basically a wet technique, but it is used for corners and overlaps. And it's a way of having the paint flow beautifully from dark to light without much effort on your part. So the trick is that there has to be water down. You have to lay water down in order for the paint to flow on. And then you have to make sure you have enough paint in your brush. So what I'm going to do is drop in some paint into what we call the mouth of the river. All right? So there it is. I'm dropping this paint into the mouth of the river. And you see how that paint is flowing on its own. And I'm just going to give it a little coaxing. Just poke it a little bit to get it going. And you can even turn your paper, tilt your paper a little bit and get it okay. And so there we have the shadow going into the light exactly the way it would work with 11 o'clock light. Now, in the little tiny corner over there, we can try to place it and have it react in the same way, where it's going to flow downward. So the first thing we have to do is apply the water. And again, there has to be enough water for the paint to move. So we have water down there. And now I'm going to come and right there up in the mouth of it, I'm going to drop in some paint. And then you see it starts to move. And just with your brush, right at the tippy tip of your brush, you can pull it down so that you end up having the lighter bit at the end of it. There you go. So that's called the river technique. So the bubble technique is very important for glazing because as you begin to lay one layer on top of the next, you want to be very sure that you're not digging up the paint that was applied in the first layer or second layer. In addition to this, the beauty of the glazing is that it will allow you to shift a color slightly. So in the case of this mug, it's more of a violety red. And if I wanted to shift the color a little bit, I'm simply working this bubble technique. I'm really moving the paint without disturbing the paint that's underneath. And you see I'm just working with the bubble of paint. And that's what we mean when we say the bubble technique. We're just moving with the bubble of paint, glazing across the top without disturbing the paint underneath. And then here just finishing off this last stroke, and you can see how the color has been shifted a little bit. You can compare it to the one below, and now we have this slight glaze of warmer color. Thank you for joining us. To learn more about the Academy, visit us online, academyofbotanicalart.com.